The onset of COVID in the country saw government putting in place measures to curtail the spread of the deadly disease. One of such was the ban placed on the operations of drinking spots, among others. It was an offense to see people gather at a drinking spot to have fun, and more so for the businesses to sell. Effectively, the usual nightlife associated with many people after a hard day's work was cut. The best one can do in the circumstances will be to sneak to a spot and have it. But even with that, you cannot afford to sit comfortably wherever to enjoy the drink. The effect on such business was very pronounced, as many of their workers were left with no jobs and salaries. According to managers of drinking spots and pubs, the last 5 months of obeying specific COVID-19 protocols did affect their business, and they are yet to fully bounce back.
It's true. We are aware this coronavirus, the pandemic, it brought so much, stress on our industry. But then after they lift up the whole thing, customers realize that yes, the 400 is still back, and the place is getting active.
Some of my big boys that I used to see them around, I ain't seeing them any longer. I think they travel and they are still not back. Some of them are major customers and they buy a lot. Yeah, but I'm still good. They are communicating with me that when the borders are open, they are coming back. And the highest, I'm seeing new faces. It looks like people were yearning to chill, They were having the urge to chill, and Signature is already giving them the music and everything. So it's going on, man.
Business is going on very well. Everything is cool. And then we are trying to keep our social distance so that people will not be infected more. So we are doing well at Barroso.
A drive-through town at some of the major drinking spots and pubs in Tema and Ashaiman on Friday night revealed that business is yet to pick up in full at most of these places. While some, like Signature Pub in Tema Community 22, is recording high turnouts, others complain that market has been slow since the ban was lifted.
The post-COVID hasn't been easy at all, but we're still trying to push through. Because during the COVID, we left the place abundantly. When we came back, we need to renovate, need to put one or two things together before we could commence action. But by the grace of God, after we did that, our customers still came back. Signature is always Signature.
Because of the coronavirus, the pandemic, it does affect our business though. But like I said, after the restrictions were eased in a way, it's far better. It's better. Yeah, I can't complain that much. Customers are now patronizing, and we are cool. We are cool for now.
Since we came out from the COVID, business is on and off. It's on and off. Due to the COVID, some of our customers, they've seen it, they know the COVID is real, so they find it difficult to come in the crowd.
Some fun lovers, spotted enjoying themselves after a hard day's work, also shared their views with Citi News.
After lockdown, it's normal. But before it, but and cafe is there. By this time, they're not higher mappa.
So we are all enjoying. It's alive. Make we enjoy. There we are. See? Is it? Hey! After hard day's work, money to enjoy. So forget about the lockdown and what's up. You've worked, you struggle, a whole lot of stress. So when you sit down and you take 1 or 2 bottles, it's not anything bad. You get it? So it's good.
And then after hard day's work, you person cracking bottles, back. Oh, normal. BBI normal.
Oh, we are just, we are enjoying ourselves as usual. Like for the past maybe 4 months going, we are just enjoying ourselves. Yeah.
So we should just make something like a fun of those things. But Charlie, we thank God for our lives.
We started going to church when all these pubs and drinking spots were closed. But the question is, how much employment does the church gives compared to this spots, restaurants, and other venue or ventures that gives employment. Okay, you realize that most of these ventures give employment to people. If you want to look at the percentages that the churches gives employment to, rather than the pubs and other stuff, it's very low compared to the pubs. Yeah, so we think it's a laudable idea for the government to come out to probably release the restrictions on the drinking spots and the pubs.